Alrighty, gamers. Today is a little special rant that I'm gonna be doing. We're gonna be talking about my views on the state of current gen gaming. By current gen, I am talking about like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Uh, I hate them. There's nothing more that I can really add on to that, other than I simply don't really like those consoles. Because when you have a PC, I just feel like there's not really a reason to get them. Like PlayStation, for example. Um, you want the exclusives. Okay, most of them are gonna go to PC. Then there's Xbox, and it's like, why? I don't see the point in even like attempting to buy an Xbox because they don't. There's no games. There isn't. There really isn't. And that's like the thing with everything on current gen. They, there's currently, at this moment in time, I believe, 7 PlayStation only games. Just 7. 7? You want me to spend $500 for 7 fucking games? It's so stupid. And it's like, developers are still releasing stuff for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And I'm just like, why? Why are you releasing games for them? Because, I mean, I know why. It's because that's where the money is. Because no one's buying these consoles. And it's so stupid. It's sad. And it really does piss me off a little. Because it's like, I spent $500 on a PlayStation 5. For what? Nothing. Nothing, it feels like. Like, actually, it feels like I wasted my money for that. And I don't know, I just feel stupid because I see absolutely zero reason anyone should get them other than if you want like a budget gaming system. It's just, I don't know, because I recently, like last year, around this time last year, I got a PC, and the only reason I even use my PlayStation 5 is for like YouTube, Amazon, Netflix. That's it. That's it. That's it. Can you imagine that? That's so stupid. That's what I use it for? Okay, I mean, I'll say this. I do have a lot of the PlayStation 5 exclusives. I have Final Fantasy 6, 16, and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I have those. Those were amazing games. I also got Stellar Blade. You know, it's alright. I don't mind that one. It's fun. And then there's, what's it called? I'm already forgetting the PlayStation 5 exclusives. But basically, what it gets to is like, their games, there's like so little, it's like one and done. And it's not the fact that it's exclusives, it's also the fact that a lot of these games are being released on like older gen hardware. Like take Battlefield 2042 for example. I know the state of that game on last gen hardware is like abysmal, but but that's where a lot of people still play surprisingly. And it's so dumb. It is. I find it really stupid that this is the state of current gen gaming. Because we're halfway through these life cycles. And currently, the reasons to get the next gen hardware, there's barely any. Barely any reason. At all. You can comment down below what you do with your gaming consoles, your PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X's. The only reason I think people get those is is again for like you need a budget system. But if you have a PC, there is just no point. And I know this is turning into like one of those PC master race things, But it's so stupid. I bought a PlayStation 5 and I don't even use it like for games that much. I really don't. Like if I'm playing a game, it's on the PC. And I don't see how people can like sit there saying that like the PlayStation 5 and Series X and Switches are better than the PC. And because there are people that do think that. But I don't know. I don't get how. It's just like so stupid. I don't know. I don't know if like I don't know. These consoles need support. We're nearing the end of the life cycle. Again, we're like halfway through the PlayStation 5 and Series X life cycle. There's a good 4 more years before the next generation of hardware. And you know what's going to happen? They're either going to finally start putting games on there nearing the end of the life cycle, or they're going to keep releasing shit for the PlayStation 4. And I don't get why. I really fucking don't. I know companies do it because that's where the money is, but it pisses me off. I paid for this. I that's where the big frustration is for me. I paid for it. I did. And I'm not getting what was promised out of it. And then I look at like these showcases, and the PlayStation 5 showcase was so awful. Why were there 5 hero shooters? Why? I don't want more fucking Overwatch clones. I don't even... I know those games aren't for me, but 5 of them in general. 5? 5 hero shooters? No one was asking for it. And it just seems like a whole waste. This console generation is one of the most disappointing things I've ever seen. And I know that's not like a hot take. And I just can't believe people are like defending these companies. Even though like they're ass. They're ass. These consoles are garbage. The Series X can't even live up to its full potential because it has to wait for the Series S to get games. Or at least be able to run them. And it's so stupid. I hate it so much. So lately, I've just been like on PC. And that's where the fun I've been having is. Because I can just like play so many games that look amazing. Not saying games don't look amazing, but you know, they're more playable for me, I guess. I don't know. Where I'm going with this is at this current time, if you can afford a gaming PC, and that's not out of the realm of possibilities. A lot of people that like Linus Tech Tips, I saw a video where he had a PC built that was like comparable to like the PS5. And you know, let's take the RTX 3060 Ti for example. I am fairly certain that graphics card is on the same level as the PlayStation 5. If I remember correctly, that is where it sits at. And that graphics card is like $300. And I know not everyone can afford it, but it's like, again, if you can, why would you not go for a PC? Because PlayStation's gonna release most, if not all, of their games on PC anyway, other than Demon Souls and Bloodborne. And it's... I don't know. Again, this is just a rant. This is how I feel. It's like, I don't know. If you guys have, like, other opinions on this topic, please let me know. But it's just like, it pisses me off. And then, I've been talking about PlayStation for a whole while. But let's bring it to Xbox. Xbox is killing so many games. It is. And it's not a good look. They suck. The showcase was good, I'll admit that. And I'm glad that, you know, they're at least releasing games. PlayStation. But that doesn't excuse what they did like a couple months ago with like Tango Studio, and it's so stupid. It really is. And then they're defending shit like Starfield as well, saying, "Oh yeah, no, Starfield's awesome." No, it's not. Starfield is ass. I'm gonna like put up a picture of like Starfield on my Steam. I have not touched it since day of launch, and I'm upset that I can't get a refund. I really am, because I played for more than 2 hours. That game was so fucking bad, and I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it again. It's just so bad. So there's that. And can you believe that they said 30 FPS was a stylistic choice? No, you're coping. You are coping if you're gonna say that. 30 FPS is a crime. Like, just being locked to it. Being locked to it is a crime. It's okay if you can play with it, but it's like being locked to it is the issue. And its performance with like a 4090 is still fairly bad, especially at launch. It just pisses me off. The fact that games are so poorly optimized, which leads into like the next thing. Recently, I got Dragon's Dogma 2, and I'm having fun with it. I really am. I'm having a ton of fun. The thing is, though, I have an RTX 4090 uh, at max settings, ray tracing on, that's like demanding. But 50 FPS? What the fuck? With DLSS on? Unbalanced. I'll say that. It's unbalanced. But 50 FPS? Oh my god. I can play fully path traced ray tracing on Psycho or Overdrive, whatever, on Cyberpunk, and it'll run at like a smooth 90 to 100. It really does. Again, with DLSS on. I'm not too sure what DLSS I have it on, quality or performance or balanced. I forget at this moment. But 40 extra frames compared to Dragon's Dogma 2. I know, a completely different game, but an engine, but it's just like, the way games are just the way it is. It, why can't why can't shit just be optimized? Why? Like a Jedi Survivor on launch, ass on PC. What was that other game? It was started with a D, I think. It was like that Dead Space clone that no one liked. I forget. I actually do. It's that forgettable of a game, but I remember it. But you know what I'm talking about. That shitty Dead Space ripoff. Uh, the one where, not ripoff, but it was inspired, I guess. That game, oh my god, that ran like shit on PC. I'm not too sure if it still does. I'd have to look into that. But it's just like the state of gaming at the moment. Just unfinished. It feels like no one's wanting, or not no one, but a lot of companies aren't putting in work. I'm not saying like, okay, I know this is coming off wrong and generalizing, but it's like, I know Dragon's Dogma 2 developers, they do put in work and effort, and it's not their fault, Maybe it's engine restrictions, and some things just can't be fixed. Uh, but going back to like PlayStation and Xbox, companies aren't like putting in work to make things as good as possible. I'm not. It might be because like things are seen as too risky of a move with money. I'm not too sure. I really am not. But I'm like looking back on like games that I really loved from like the previous generations. And I don't know if I'm getting older, so I'm not enjoying it as much. Or maybe companies are just putting out slop like PlayStation with those 5 fucking hero shooters. That is just living rent free in my head. I'm just gonna keep bullying PlayStation for that. I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not even gonna touch them. I'm being real with you. I'm not wasting money on that. But it's just so weird that this is the state of gaming. And it's like this used to be something that I really loved. I looked forward to everything that everyone had to offer. Now I'm just like feeling really negative about it all. And I don't want to be feeling that way. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, I guess. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want. I'm just gonna be doing more content like this. Uh, it's just been healthy getting stuff out like this, just talking. It makes me feel good. So that's gonna be it for this video. So I'll see you all next time, I guess. Goodbye.